Okay, friends, once you've drawn your special place for your spider web to be, you're going to go ahead and have that yarn in the back. I know mine is orange and yours is white, but this is so that you can see my weaving a little bit better. Go ahead and make sure the yarn is close to the tape, okay? So you don't want it like this. Big loop there. Go ahead and pull it gently so that it's close to one of the cuts nearest where the tape is, okay? And then from the other side, you're gonna have all this yarn, right? So we're gonna weave in and out of these little doorways here to create a spider web design. So I'm gonna go right across, usually something, you know, further away. All right, this is a good spot. So same thing, notice how I'm holding my yarn very close to where I'm gonna be pulling it through. So once I get close to that edge where the cut ends, I'm gonna turn it over and look on the back. So same thing, we'll go across, we'll pick another spot. Okay, don't worry about the back so much. That can look like whatever. And then as you I like to do crisscrosses. So instead of maybe doing lines, find a spot somewhere so it makes a nice crisscross in the middle. So I'm coming out of here. Same thing, I'm gonna hold it like this. Now notice a couple things about how I'm holding the yarn that I wanna point out. I never wanna hold the yarn far away because then I've got all this string and it's really hard for me to weave in and out of little doorways here, little cuts with all this extra string. And we want everything to be pulled fairly tight, okay? Not so tight that it's gonna hurt, like rip it or pull it, but just so that it does indeed, it doesn't have any looseness like this, okay? And that way we can get the most out of our yarn. So again, just kind of go back and forth, go from one end to the other, making more crisscrosses. It's fun. Again, I'm not as worried about the back design as I flip. Oh, I already did this one though. Try to pick new ones like that. Okay, so hopefully you can get through at least every doorway at least once. Okay, so let's see here. I'm gonna go, I think this way now. And I like to keep weaving until I get to a point where I have maybe just a few inches left, okay? Now, hopefully you have an interesting looking spider web. And then you'll have some maybe leftover pipe cleaners from your burlap unweaving design. If you do, if you have 4 of them, this is what I like to do. You need 4 because a spider has 8 legs, and we're going to kind of do this halfway. So there's 4 on each side. So you'll have 8 total. I'm going to go ahead and take this extra yarn and I'm going to wrap tightly around the middle. Notice how one hand is holding this in place. Now this is something I usually do for the kindergarten. So if you need adult help with this, that is okay to ask, or you could maybe do it later when a parent might be available. And then we just tie that on. Okay, I usually like to tie it 2 times. Okay, and the last part of it, that's a lot of fun, you can sculpt with the pipe cleaners. I'm gonna bend little legs here. See that? And kind of space them out. So there's 4 on that side, and then there's 4 little feet on this side, and he can rest in his web, in his barn location. Super fun.